The team from the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon came with words of encouragement for the bereaved families who lost their children in the October 24 tragedy at the Mother Francisca International Bilingual Academy in Fiango, Kumba. Led by the head of the PCC Counselling Unit, Reverend Dr. Mrs. Perpetua FONKI, the team listened to the families.
Now the picture, I be there for her. I say, Jennifer, go bring water. Jennifer come do so. Now you will run come bring money. When I want draw water for you, say be money leave on my drunk. We no feel give God question.
I know that in everything, God has a better plan.
Yes.
He knows we are in the vineyard serving Him. The same young man, he is an instrumentalist in the church. He was the one playing drum for 3 years. It's a big loss indeed.
Had words of consolation, as well as prayed at the graves of the fallen angels and for strength for their families. They, however, did not come empty-handed. After receiving the gifts and the words of comfort from the PCC Counselling Unit, the families were appreciative.
For time like this, I never abandon me. Now they come, now they console me, now they encourage me. That alone matters a lot more than material things. I'm so grateful.
He come back from school, now he teach all these small things. But now he go there one more before he go where you are. In that way, in the wrong.
The visit did not end with the bereaved families, but were extended to survivors of the incident. Tute Larry was just recently discharged from hospital.
That I thank God for my life today. The doctor said I will be coming for dressing.
At the end of the exercise, the head of the PCC Counselling Unit, Reverend Dr. Mrs. Perpetua FONKI, remarked,
after all the rush and the crying that goes on for a short while, the families are left to themselves, and the grief is intense at that time because that's when they really sit and they are missing their children. So we went to do, first of all, to do some grief counseling, and then also to bring some generosities from the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon and their partners, Mission 21, to the parents of the victim. A grief counseling normally is not something that is done in just one day. So we are going to go ahead and do like weekly checks to make sure that they are fine. You have children now who are afraid of going to school. You remember Larry, little Larry, who is one of the survivors. He said he doesn't want to go to school anymore. It's the trauma that he experienced that is blocking him from thinking about school at all. So in counseling, what we are going to try to do is to externalize the fears that he's experiencing right now and bring him back to his normal state of functioning so that he can see school as something that's useful.
The Presbyterian Church in Cameroon, through the Counselling Unit, has set up a mechanism for follow-up to give these families a listening ear as they go through these trying times.